Good Sunday morning, everyone. You're joining us for another tall and short of it race companion, our more casual take on F1. Good morning, Aaron. How are you feeling today?
I am good. How are you, Justin?
Yeah, doing really well. Excited for this race. We got the formation lap going on right now. One, two, three, and four pulling up to their spots. Aaron, are you going to call the start for us?
I absolutely will, but just as a quick note, we've got a slightly mixed up starting grid today. Lando put out a phenomenal lap yesterday. We've got Max 1, Lando 2, Sergio 3, and Lewis down in P4 to start, which of course is not where you would expect him to be. But exciting to see how this is going to go. Justin, we've got the last couple cars pulling up into the grid now.
Very excited. Very excited for the race here today. Call the start, Aaron.
There we go. Lights out. Max got away well. Lando right behind him, covering off Sergio. Lando trying to make a little move on the outside, but I think he's just going to tuck right in there at second.
Some lockups in the back I saw.
Yeah, going 3 or 4 wide in the back, really, and using the runoff space for the start. And Gasly, I think, got past Valtteri there. Or he's trying to. He's right on his tail.
Our stream's having some trouble here.
Gasly and Yuki both right on the tail of Valtteri. They're both hanging in there. And I think he actually may have gotten past.
I think he did.
And I think Pierre got past him.
Oh, wow.
So, not a great start for Valtteri. We'll see how he bounces back. It seems like the Mercedes cars do have a little bit better pace than a lot of the cars, but it's definitely kind of Red Bull and Honda engine heavy right now towards the top. They're all starting out pretty strong.
Was that Ocon that just went out?
I think so. I'm trying to get the stream up on my laptop since I was running.
It doesn't look like he's too shook up though. I'm not sure. No. I'm not sure what happened.
And he's right by a runoff area. Or,
here we go.
Exit. What are they saying, Justin? I don't have the volume yet.
It was just real tight, one on each side, one Haas and one Alfa Romeo. It looks like his right front wheel got tapped and like the suspension got busted. It looked like.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he just slowed right down. He got pincered. Well, all those fans are there. They'll be able to save him.
That sucks.
Alfa Romeo get some new tires. 2.2 for the Alfa Romeo.
Nice.
Pit stop. That's actually pretty solid. We saw a graphic right before the race started. Currently, Red Bull has the fastest pit stop of the season, 1.93. I think awesome. That was at last week's race.
I'm not surprised. They always seem to be doing the best with it, but it's still impressive every time. It definitely is one of their fortes and has made up a lot of different positions for them.
I think I'm going to use this opportunity to reset my stream here. It's being really laggy now that we're under safety car.
Mine has been a little weird so far as well, but we'll see how it goes. But we are under safety car, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got Max P1, Lando P2, Checo P3. Then I believe it's Lewis in P4, and Valtteri did hold on to that P5. So, yeah. Pierre Gasly, though, and Yuki Tsunoda still hanging on in 6th and 7th. Lance Stroll, Seb Vettel, both of the Aston Martins right there in P8 and P9. And Danny Ricciardo made up a couple places there up to P11 after his start. George Russell right behind him. Yeah, Lando had a really, really solid start, but Max just got away from everyone pretty easily. Pierre really had, they're showing a replay of the start. Pierre really tried to late break to get past Valtteri. He tried to make that move a couple of times, it looks like. Just hot on his tail. But here's Lando's start. He really pushed. He got a little slipstream on Max. Just couldn't quite get past him on the outside. So Lando looking strong so far, and I think that the McLaren looks like it's got a little bit of pace. We'll see how it does in the longer race pace, but because last week I feel like it was the McLaren just got eaten up by the Mercedes. He kind of just let Checo and Lewis through.
Who, Lando just now?
No, last week.
Oh, so, gotcha, last week.
So I'm just curious about whether the McLaren is going to have and safety car coming in on this lap, but see if Lando has the longer race pace to be able to keep P2 and stay up ahead of the Mercedes cars.
Well, just for him individually, I think that would be quite important. As for the Red Bull strategy, it would be useful of Lando to be up there to, keep another place in between them.
Oh, yeah.
And Max. Oh, here we go. Max shoots away. Not as good of a start. He wasn't able to get anybody on surprise. Checo goes wide.
My stream paused right at the restart.
Yeah, we've got mad technical difficulties this morning, everybody.
Yeah, the stream is being pretty rough. Sorry about this, guys.
Oh.
All right, there we go. Wow.
Gets past them. The AlphaTauri's lost position to
Checo.
Mercedes. Damn. He slid off. He's trying to bring it back, though. Oh, he got it back on there.
Holy cow.
Dude, he just, drifted right back onto the track. That was actually kind of insane.
It's impressive because we've seen so many drivers hit the gravel on this track and just
lose
off.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Checo was able to keep it going. He did drop down about 7 spots down to P10 though. So he and Lando, I don't know.
That's a lot of smoke that gets kicked up onto the track. That's kind of insane. Yeah. Fastest lap 109. So as we see that, or as we see the race progress, as we see the track get rubbered in, that will drop down significantly. We had qualifiers at 103. Obviously, quali pace isn't the same as race pace.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of pace to develop, I should say, as these drivers get more and more comfortable as the race goes on.
Oh, absolutely. And I would expect that fastest lap to come down to probably the 106s or so, maybe into the 105s, depending on if someone goes for the fastest lap at the end. So there's definitely still some quickness that will be gained throughout the race.
Yeah, for sure. Now, really interesting start. We had some fumbles in the beginning. Quick safety car. Let's hear from Valtteri.
Yeah, so they think that he and Hamilton are going to be able to get through past Lando. So we'll see. Lando's holding him off a little bit. He's got about half a second on Lewis. So next DRS zone is going to be interesting. Let's see if they show. So Antonio Giovinazzi is looking at possibly having a penalty for the pit lane. We'll see, but
well, the idea with penalties usually if there was an advantage gained, correct?
Yeah. So if you start racing though before the safety car line, it's like you're breaking the pit lane speed rules and things
Right.
like that. So
Dangerous driving stuff.
yeah, definitely. So DRS is enabled. Lewis just made up a little bit of time on Lando with it. Max putting in another fastest lap, dropping it down to 109.451. But man, he is just pushing. He is out there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's far ahead. Hopefully he can extend this lead. Now, for Red Bull, it's unfortunate that we lost Checo in the back to that little spill. It's better to run with 2 cars up front than 1, especially with both of the Mercedes cars hunting, both of the AlphaTauri cars hunting, both of the Aston Martin cars 7 and 8 out ahead of the second McLaren car, out ahead of both the Ferraris. Russell dropped down 2 positions from his start. I believe he was P10 on the grid today. He is now P12. Didn't have too strong of a start. Hopefully, we'll see him come up through the field today. He has Leclerc, Perez, and Ricciardo kind of right ahead of him. He's a little far out of them though, unless he catches them in DRS range.
Yeah, I think the Williams has some decent pace though. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be able to pick up a spot or two. Would love to see him have a shot at the points, and he's right there right now. So pit strategy as well could be interesting because this week, unlike last week, they have gone with a shifted the tire softness 1 step softer. So the hards this week were last week's medium tires. The softs are last week's, the softs were not on last week. Last week's softs are now the mediums. So that could have some higher tire degradation, end up having to be a 2-stopper instead of a 1. But I guess we'll see. The temperatures out there on the track will kind of determine that a little bit more.
Yeah, and hopefully we get an update here soon as the race wears on, as the track warms up. We'll see what it gets up to. I know they were expecting rain earlier, but I guess it's cooled down since then. We are not in sunny Austria today.
No, a little bit cloudy out there, but Lando's looking good right now though, holding off Lewis and Valtteri, and we've got a little DRS train with Vettel, Ricciardo, Perez, and Leclerc. So Checo might be able to start working his way back up to a higher spot in the grid, but we'll see if he can bounce back. Ricciardo there and Vettel right in front of him. 2 guys that aren't going to make it easy for Checo to get by.
No, for sure not. But interestingly enough, man, both of the Aston Martin cars, 7 and 8.
I know they started off really, really well. It's like a little surprising to see that. Plus the 2 AlphaTauri cars right ahead of them. Ferraris have not had a great time in Austria over the past 2 weeks.
So. No, I would not say so. They've been struggling to find the pace both in qualies and in the race. So yeah, not the best showing from the Ferraris here today. I want to stay on Stroll for a second. It's interesting. Maybe we would have underrated Stroll, and myself personally would have underrated Vettel as a driver. Maybe I saw that pink Mercedes and the who was that? A Racing Point. It was.
Point, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I underrated the drivers a little heavily, and they were really struggling with a car because it's clear that Stroll and Vettel as drivers are able to, stick up there ahead of some of the best drivers on the grid. So it's another kind of data point in the conversation about how much car, chassis, driver actually matters. Where previously, I was significantly underrating Lance Stroll. You see him finish, in the back. He's flipping cars. He's spinning cars. He's doing crazy stuff.
He's matured
not all
a lot,
his
I
fault.
feel like. Yeah, and
Sure.
I think he has gotten just this extra year of experience, I think, has helped him a lot. He seems a lot more in control, a lot more just driving cleanly and driving pretty well. So The McLaren, though, looking at this battle between Lewis and Lando, the McLaren has great straight line speed. Even though Lewis has had DRS multiple laps now, he just cannot seem to get quite enough pace to get up past Lando. Lando is driving. He has to drive so cleanly, though, just to make sure that Lewis stays behind. He is probably feeling the pressure right now with Lewis right on his heels.
Yeah, definitely. And it seems that if a lot of this traffic is cleared up, he's not having to fight his way through anymore. Hopefully he'll be able to just stick a bunch of clean laps down.
Yeah. He's put together some solid laps so far, but it's kind of crazy to me. Oh, Lewis locked up a teeny bit. But the fact that Valtteri has dropped back about, I think, 3 seconds from Lando and Lewis. He's just not being able to keep up that pace. I'm also curious how that DRS train is going down there in the back, because it'll be interesting because Gasly, Yuki, Stroll, and Vettel are all on the softs, so that pit timing is going to be interesting to see how that shakes things up with so many other drivers on the medium or the hard tires.
And you have to guess that they're going to try and press those hard and medium tires as many laps as they possibly can. I don't know a whole lot about like the tire deg and like cold track versus hot track versus this thing versus that thing. I'd like to comment heavily on it, but hopefully they're able to push those softs a little further than the data may indicate, because I actually think it may put them in a less than advantageous position having to pit.
Yeah, I think so. Unless, well, Yuki's in right now actually, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, they're just all so close, like within second. Like, yeah, he dropped so far already.
Yeah, this might end up being a two-stopper for Yuki in the AlphaTauri. So,
so he's going on to the hards now. 2.5 for Yuki.
Not bad.
All right, so we'll see what's going on. I'm clueless about I'm no Michelin man.
I'm not either. I'm a Pirelli man.
There you go.
But I think it'll be interesting to see. I think you'll see a lot of the other soft tire guys come in, but just confirm. So Valtteri just came on asking if he is Plan A, still with his pit crew. Lando was on the radio with his pit lane a little bit ago, and he kept saying that Lewis is faster than him, and he was told he was using a little too much of his back left tire. So Lando's just trying to hang on for dear life ahead of Lewis, and his pit lane is wow, that's a nice little DRS train there coming down the main straight.
And they're all clicking the button, right? They're all getting that toe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's so fun.
Gasly with a little 3.7, not great, not terrible, but
whole 1.5 off what they did for Yuki.
Yeah, but he still came out ahead of Yuki. So we'll see. Now it'll be curious to see how Stroll and Vettel manage this, since they're both the other guys on the softs.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like they might try and put a couple more laps in these things. Like I don't know what these teams are doing. With the difference in tire temperature, the one step down, it's hard to know what's going to work for these drivers.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that they hopefully got some good data during the practice sessions to see, but we just saw Leclerc get past Checo there. Some really late braking on that to do a little inside out switch on Sergio to get past him. So
it's pretty clean.
It was, but Checo needs to start moving up the grid.
Agreed.
That's going to be a little difficult for Red Bull if he just stays this far down. Where I think they really need him to be up at least like P4, P5.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, he's got to be able to keep Lewis and Valtteri.
Yeah.
Just from like a team's perspective.
Oh, absolutely. So Valtteri coming back on the radio. So they're saying that Lando is under an investigation between his contact with Sergio Perez, looking at if he pushed off Checo when Checo went into the gravel there on the outside. So,
well, because if he gets an investigate or like a time penalty, Valtteri then goes up, right?
Yeah, he's right about that point with it. It would be most likely a 5-second penalty, and Valtteri's a little over 4 seconds back right now. Mm-hmm. So, but Lando is really, really holding him off right now, holding off Hamilton.
I don't know how much longer he'll be able to do it for, though. Although Lewis is just staying at the same pace, or like the same difference.
And Lewis just came over the radio asking for more power.
Hell yeah.
Ricardo tried to make a move there. And Stroll also, I missed that. Stroll came into the pits. So Seb is the last guy out on the soft tires. So I'm really thinking it's going to be a 2-stopper for a lot of those guys.
Yeah, I think that's seeming to be appropriate, or seeming to be the thing, the strategy, the wave. Who were those kids? Those were Lewis's kids?
In Ferrari stuff?
Hey, diversify, man.
No, I don't think they were
Get the Hamilton name into every F1 org. Oh. It's all Lewis Hamilton? Always has been.
Lewis is everyone's father.
Maybe one day.
All right, let's see here. Danny Ricks making a move.
Oh, he got it.
Got it. Up. Danny up to P5.
There we go, man. Yeah, and I guess something about these softer compounds are doing well for him. Daniel just does not like the slow tires at all.
No, not at all.
He was not doing so hot on this same track last week.
Yeah, so he's got some good pace in those mediums right now, and they're a little younger than most other people's tires. So Seb coming into the pits as well anyway, so we'll see him probably throw the hard tires on.
A little younger than most people like him, you know.
I was just thinking that they're fresher, but...
Yo! That's like vampire talk. That's like weird grooming vampire talk.
Fresher tires!
They're fresher, dude.
Yes, the tires!
No, I gotcha. But in going along with my joke, that would be creepier. That would be a creepier word.
That would
than
be
younger.
very, very creepy.
Yeah. Can you imagine if it was like part of F1 vernacular to say like the first lap on tires was their virgin lap? I think that would be funny. But here's what I learned. It's not new tires. They just get re-rubbered.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure whatever they've got going on the metal, I'm pretty sure they get that, they send them back to Pirelli to get re-rubbered.
How does that work?
I have no clue. I'm serious. I saw it on the Formula One YouTube channel.
I'm curious now. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I think they go back to Pirelli in between every race.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So they just always use the same tires?
or some rotation of the same tires. Yeah. Like, I think they, like, scrape old rubber off, and they clean them, and they do all sorts of crazy stuff. I thought they would have just sent them to Kuwait to burn. You know, set up a roadblock somewhere. I didn't know what they did with them.
I have no idea. I never really thought about that. I knew they took it back when they have, like, a puncture or something like that. Lando did get a 5-second penalty for forcing Sergio off. Lewis trying to make the move. Lando's still holding him off.
Yeah, he keeps driving. He keeps driving like that. He's going to get another time penalty.
Oh.
Got him.
Lewis got past him.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, what kind of tires does Lando have?
He's got the mediums.
I was going to say, the pace shouldn't be that much different. Like, Lewis fucking burned by him. I don't understand racing, dude.
He just said that Lewis's rear brakes are on fire, though.
Oh, he probably had to ham. He probably had to ham it up.
We'll see. But that's tough. That sucks for Lando. He's been driving really well so far this race. 21 laps in, held off Lewis for that long.
He's still got time.
Oh, definitely. But let's see what Lewis says. I don't know. What do you think about that, Justin? Lewis coming on the team radio to say such a good driver, Lando.
What is the point of that? I don't get it,
That's
bro.
that UK respect.
I guess, man. Is
that I don't know, man.
Is that his very politically correct way of saying, like, yeah, fuck you, bitch?
I honestly don't know. Like, Lando, I can't tell if it's sarcasm, if it's genuine respect, or like.
That sounds like sarcasm to me. What a great driver, Lando.
I mean,
Oi, suck my balls, Lando.
He held him off for so long, though.
That's so funny, man. What a weirdo.
Definitely an interesting way to say that. Justin, I will be right back. I'm going to make myself a Bloody Mary real quick.
That's a big Bloody Mary. All right. Damn, now I'm going to have to carry this stream all by myself. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think of that Lewis comment. What a great driver, Lando. Like, I just wonder how many other drivers are complimenting the driving of other drivers on the racetrack during the race. Lewis may be the only one. Now, was that a push? We're seeing the replay here for Lando with Sergio Perez. I think it didn't look like they made contact. I feel like Sergio just held on being wide. He didn't concede the position at all. I feel like Lando just stuck to the line. He didn't jerk into his way or anything. I mean, I'm no FIA official. They know better than I do. But honestly, it doesn't really look like Lando did anything wrong. They're out for him, dude. They just wanted Lewis to fucking win. They're all a bunch of Lewis dick riders. I'm just kidding. Maybe. I mean, yeah, those principals, they do fight for everything. Which, I mean, hey, fair enough. I think it's a good thing.
So you said we got a replay of Lando? I kind of heard.
Yeah, and honestly, it doesn't look like he pushed him. I don't think they made contact at all. Lando just like held the racing line. I think it was his, and Sergio was just like holding on to the outside, thinking he was gonna like leapfrog over Lando, press the fucking the NOS jump button.
I
The
kind of
bunny
had
hop.
that was kind of the impression I had gotten from the original angles. It
Yeah.
really didn't look like it looked like Lando had the racing line.
But hey, what do I know? They obviously saw something we didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not always right on a lot of these rulings. I thought last week that Leclerc should have gotten a penalty for his incident with Pierre Gasly, but the FIA makes those decisions. Drivers just have to deal with it. So, but
Well, I think
Max
that's
is
like
stretching that lead a little bit more too.
yeah, he is. But now Lewis just has like a full race ahead of him to just like keep catching on Max. And if anybody's gonna do something miraculous, it's gonna be Lewis.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Dude, I was thinking about that turn and that little box there that's right at that turn, that big black box. How cool is that? That's got to be like a camera guy, some kind of whatever setup. And it's just amazing all the angles that they think of for these racetracks where it's like, well, yeah, of course you would want, you wouldn't want like a big bright orange box if you're trying to film. You want it black. You don't want any glare or anything.
My favorites, I think, are the curb cameras that they get to see the cars drive over them.
They're literally just like flat on the ground. Those things are crazy.
I can't ever figure out where they actually are. I look for them when they're going around the track and I can't find them. They are like so hidden.
Very, very hidden. And how sturdy does that material have to be where it's getting driven on and like it's still a clear, it's not like scuffed with fucking, rubber,
Right, absolutely. It'll be
crazy.
It's interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
Lando's talking about his penalty.
Right.
So
yeah, I feel like, at a certain point, like, you can't do anything about it. Just keep driving. If you let it upset you, you're just going to mess up your little rhythm.
Oh, definitely. And he's still got Valtteri a couple seconds back. He's still holding P4 pretty easily with Ricardo a ways back.
So, and then Yuki got 5 seconds here? Oh.
Okay.
Gotcha. He's being reckless on the entry.
A little bit. It looked like he lost his rears a little bit as he was coming around the corner. Max already getting up to the back markers. It looks like he has now gotten past both of the Haas cars. He's
such a short lap.
He's just cruising. He has. He came on the radio a minute ago about his tires, but he said they were getting a little worse. But it sounds like looks like he is doing fine.
Look at the times. So we have Raikkonen closing on Russell as far as like developing battles. We have Perez close to Leclerc, he's within DRS. Sainz is pretty far off P7 of Sergio. That's kind of where the field breaks apart. The gap from Ricciardo to Valtteri is insane, though.
Oh yeah,
With Leclerc right behind him.
Yeah, I've got the F1 website up with they have I don't even know what they call it, like a live timing leaderboard kind of thing with all the drivers, so I can see. I'm looking at the fastest laps, they show each individual sector time,
right?
What tires people are on and everything. It's kind of a cool Cool little view. So you can always check that out on the F1 website as well, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
And it gives a pretty good picture of what's going on.
What a great little camera angle that was. That was cool. That was very cinematic. Oh. Lando hit the dirt.
I think that
was Lando. That was Danny.
Kicking up a little bit into Checo's face.
Dude, where has your life gone where in the factory you're fabricating massive hashtag signs to be stuck in the dirt? Hashtag Austrian Grand Prix as big as my parents' house.
Hey, man. Marketing.
I guess, dude. That's crazy. Hashtag Tall and Short of It podcast. Get that big in that field. I mean, one of these days they're going to have to, which is crazy. Because I was thinking about this the other day. And anybody who's listening to this right now, understand that you are getting in on the ground floor. So, I believe that we started young enough where we have time for this to, like, significantly develop. And we go to one race, we go to another race. All of a sudden, we're at every race. This is our main source of income, and everybody knows the Tall and Short of It podcast worldwide in the F1 space. I feel like we got in at a good time here.
I think so too. I think F1 is really growing, and granted, like, I think the Drive to Survive series has, like, really helped, but, like,
100%.
There is a lot of growth in this sport, I think, with fans, and so I hope that we've got some other new fans like us that will be along for the ride. I think you're right.
We're going to be in that press box, dude. Doing our live cast. Wouldn't that be... That's the dream. And this is us utilizing the secret. We're putting it out into the world to manifest destiny.
Oh, yeah. I have it on my vision board, too.
Nice, dude. Me 3.
But
I make a vision board every week to update my goals and priorities.
Nice. New vision boards.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of ways to spice up that that logo that I was doing. I'm thinking like a gradient of like color, like for the gray T, have it like darker gray on the left and get lighter as it goes across, kind of thing.
I like that.
Just trying to think of ways that we can. Ricardo with the 2.3 second pit stop there, so pretty quick.
Yeah, pretty good from the McLaren boys.
Yeah, but trying to think of ways so it doesn't look so blocky and plain compared to, like, if I'm going to be trying to make it like a little fancier and all, I might as well go all out and not have it just look like basic.
Well, yeah. Because I think the idea would be if you're able to, hit it on the head with this one, we never have to rebrand again.
Yeah. And so we'll see. I'm gonna mess around with it a bit. We'll see what we come up with over the next little bit.
Sweet. It seems like we have the first round of pit stops coming through here.
Yeah.
Something went wrong for Lando. That was a longer pit stop than usual. Did they have to fix something?
I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if they did a 5-second stop-go penalty, but I missed that there.
That might have been what that was. Was that a 5-second stop-go? Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
So they took the penalty now?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Which is actually pretty huge, because now he can just race and not have to worry about where people are.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go back.
Nice. Box. Hamilton to the box. The penalty box. Ah, dude.
They did.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so Lando took his 5 seconds. It was 7.8 total for the...
7.2.
Yeah. Lewis with a pretty quick stop there, but Max still has not come in, so Max is going to have a free stop, and it could end up being similar to last week where he just leads every lap of the race. And I mean, especially with him making it 32 laps on these mediums, I think the next 39 will be fine on the hards. So, max boxing now. So let's see how Max's pit stop goes.
Now, can Lewis undercut here?
No, he was too far. He was 10 seconds back. Something would have to go atrociously wrong. 2.4 probably. What was that? Come on.
That was pretty smooth.
Show me Max's time.
Yeah, so they're 100% doing a one stop here.
Oh yeah. They didn't show me how.
Dude, they did that the other time with Lando where we were like, let's see what the pit timing was, and then it just never showed up. It's like,
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's disappointing. But
Brutal.
up and there goes Checo. Checo coming in for the hard tires on this lap.
Nice. He really came up through. He dropped to, what was that, like P12, P13?
He was 10. Only down to 10. But still, I mean, it helped.
People pitted and stuff.
People pitted, but like I think he's still gonna come out in the points. He's gonna be probably right back to P10. Oh, actually, he might get passed up by we got Latifi coming. No, they weren't quite close enough.
Strand of cars.
But let's see, who has not pitted yet still? So Leclerc, Sainz, and Raikkonen in P5, 6, and 7. None of them have pitted yet. So, and then also Nick Latifi has not pitted.
It's amazing how extended the times go once the pit window opens, where before it's like a couple seconds here, fractions of a second there, and like the field's very close, and then people pit and like it all just like goes to hell. Then people are just out in kind of their own little worlds.
Oh yeah. What? So a little bit of trouble on Checo's pit stop, but it was still a 3.1 second pit stop. That's not bad.
Fire that guy. That front left, fire him. Get rid of him.
Valtteri putting in the fastest
that's probably
lap.
what he thinks.
Valtteri dropping the fastest lap to 108.65.
He's cruising. Damn. He'd extend his lead. Look at that.
Yeah.
Pretty
Just
nice.
slowly but surely.
Oh. And that Lando is in would be in third. What's Lewis saying? Did he just say how'd that happen?
I think he did.
This guy.
He is something.
Something tells me his race IQ is not as high as I would have once liked to believe. How did that happen? He's racing you, Max. Or he's racing you, Lewis. That's so mean.
A quick pit stop for Leclerc, 2.3.
Pretty good. Everybody's been watching tapes of Red Bull, seeing what they do.
And Checo did get the undercut on Leclerc there, so he came out nice. Ahead with that after Leclerc's pit stop. So we'll see, especially with him having his tires, his rubber warmed up. His tubbers. Oh, God.
Yo! His tubbers. Get those tubbers warmed up, man.
Hey, man, my brain's working a little slow this morning.
Fuck, that's funny.
But with the warmer rubber, being able to put in a faster lap, undercut Leclerc pretty well.
Dude, tubber is such a funny word.
I know. It just two things at the same time. Rubber tires.
Oh, that's
tubbers.
So good too. Warm as tubbers. Yes. Dude, that sounds like something the hobbits like call their belly. Like I can like hear that in like Tolkien. Like Sam warmed up his tubbers. Holy shit. Alright.
Oh.
Back to the race. Alright, so all of a sudden BWT doesn't have like a car in the race anymore. They're not like a title sponsor, but they have their fucking logo everywhere.
They're like
which
an
is
F1
funny.
like title sponsor. Last week at the post race like interviews and everything, just BWT.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just real big.
Pink.
I think they might be a Red Bull sponsor because I believe, well, like not a title sponsor, but I think that they are one of the sponsors that follows Checo. Because I know Sergio brings different sponsorships to whatever teams as
Yeah,
a
gotcha.
driver. I think it might have like followed him from Racing Point to Red Bull.
Okay. Very observant. Very observant.
Well, I remember that was one of the big things that was a discussion about not having Checo in F1 was that they would he brings money with him, so like it would be beneficial for smaller teams to have wanted him.
Wow.
So
wow.
I think that might be the case. Don't quote me on that.
That's crazy. Oh. Got him.
Ooh. Russell making a move there. And then we still have Sainz and Raikkonen who have not pitted. So Russell's going to be potentially right on the edge of the points depending where those two guys come out after their pit stops.
Sainz is on the zero stop strategy.
Gotcha. Who's coming out of the pit lane? Raikkonen. So
Kimmy's in the pits.
Yep. So Russell jumped back up. And Ricciardo is putting the pressure on Gasly now for that P6 position. But he does have Checo right behind him too. Nice
train.
Yeah, that was a little jerky movement-ish in the...
I mean, Ricciardo tried to dive too.
Yeah, but like you can't move in the braking zone. So it probably, I'm sure it was fine. It just looked weird from the angle that they were showing.
Right. Well, it looked like they were both kind of doing it, so it's like...
Yeah, like, you get one move, so I guess that was Pierre's move to just block off the outside.
Gotcha. Okay.
But, like, you're still not supposed to, like, move in the braking zone, but if he got it, like, just ahead, started taking that line, then he's obviously fine.
Who's braking zone? Ricardo's the last of the late breakers, man.
That is true. Pierre's having a nice race, though. It's good to see. I really, it's kind of disappointing that that we didn't get to see this last week. But I'm glad to see that he's having a nice drive so far. But this little group here is interesting, though. Leclerc putting pressure on Checo putting pressure on Ricciardo right behind Gasly. And all of them except Gasly have the DRS, so...
Oh, and that's Leclerc in the Ferrari. Okay, wow, he is right on him.
There, yeah. It's tight. It's cool seeing the onboard from Leclerc, seeing how close they all are together, though.
Dude, that's got to take so much focus, like racing in that little train. Jeez, oh man.
Yeah. Well, like
I don't know if that makes it easier or harder. Probably much harder because you're in the turbulent air too.
Well, and you're like going faster. You have to like brake like a little bit more. Like it changes the the way that you have to drive a bit. So
Crazy.
yeah, Sergio just cannot quite get past. He is just stuck in this.
Or get away from Leclerc.
Oh, some contact. Their wheels touched. Oh, Leclerc was waving his fist.
Is he back? Yeah, he's back on track.
Yeah, he's fine.
I mean,
Let's
hey,
see.
he went for the move. What are you gonna do?
I think Checo's fine there. I don't know. Like, Checo didn't take a, like, terrible line.
No, and that's the same place. I'm pretty sure that's the same place that Lando bumped him. So again, this goes back to the conversation about like should the tracks be a little wider? Should they take some time to like extend in these areas? Because you like that area is clearly not wide enough to race too wide, or at least you have to think about trying to make the pass on the outside. It's clearly not wide enough.
Yeah. So I mean, it's the decision of like, do you want to see them have the ability to like fly around the outside there, or do you want them to have to make moves at different parts of the track for passing, or like figure out a different way to do it?
Dude, so then you have all these like weird regulations of like, okay, you can pass here, you can't pass here, you can pass here, but only on the inside. You can like that would make such a tough race. Like, how do you like?
Not like
how do you do that?
Regulating it intentionally like that, but just more so like making the drivers be pickier about where they're able to like make passes and things like that.
Dude, this is what I'm saying. Like both Lando and Leclerc are being penalized for just taking the racing line, and the other driver trying to go wide around the turn and just getting bumped.
Yeah.
Like why is that Lando and Leclerc's problem?
Yeah, I agree.
Or Lando and Sergio's problem. I'm sorry.
No, I knew what you meant, but
that's just so frustrating to me.
Yeah, like they're trying.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And we'll see. So they did deal out a time penalty to Checo. I guess at least they're being consistent.
Of course they're being consistent on like something dumb.
I agree.
Get a wider track, put a green curb there or something. I don't know. That I think that is like an oversight by whoever deals in the track regulations, and is it up to code? It feels like these cars are just too fast for that turn.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like an all-out like turn,
because my argument is like to make it like racier, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I get your reasoning. It's just it's weird. Like I don't know. It's tough because it's like finding a balance between like what is going to make it more exciting, but also like
safer.
That's kind of safer, but it's kind of making it easier on the drivers, and it's I don't know. Like I would not be opposed to seeing that widened, but I also just don't think I think those are racing incidents. I don't think those are like
I would agree.
Reasons for penalties, in my opinion. Like,
I would agree.
He tried to go around the outside. He turned in on Sergio, who was in his race. Like it was in the race.
And like, look how thin that part of the track is. It just falls away. The track falls away. It disappears.
Yeah.
Look how tight that is.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It just seems crazy because like you're saying, like, maybe it makes it too easy on the drivers, but shouldn't that be who we're thinking about most? Like, yes, make it easy for these drivers who you're putting this, like, hyper fast, you can control it insanely well, like these fucking weapons of a vehicle, you're putting them in there, and then you're saying, like, well, be careful here, and we're going to put a bridge and a gate there. It's just a bit odd.
Yeah.
These are like they're old tracks, and they're it's like putting a square peg, which is like new fast technology, into a circle hole, which is these old skinny tracks in some positions.
Yeah. No, I'm still listening. I just needed to step away for a sec.
Oh, you're good. You're good, bro. Yeah, and this is all just my mid race
Critiques.
what do they call it? Midlife crisis, mid race crisis.
Yeah.
Overall, this has been a pretty fun race. Right now, we are on lap 45. Max 1, Lewis 2, Valtteri 3, Lando 4, Carlos Sainz 5 on the hard tires. Mostly everybody is on the hard tires.
Those are really old hard tires for Sainz too. Like
they are 44 laps. He's running.
Still has not pitted.
Well, I imagine he got into a place. He's in this DRS train. He doesn't want to No, he's not in that. Who am I looking at?
He's like right.
He's ahead
in
of
front
that train. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at Leclerc. I always get the cars fucked up. Oh, there we go. Oh, trying to make a move.
A little attempt there from Ricardo on Gasly, trying to get past him.
Gasly's too good.
He's holding him off really well. Gasly is driving spectacularly.
Dude, I've loved seeing the AlphaTauri drivers, both Yuki and Pierre. It seems like they've just been leveling up throughout the season.
Yeah, especially, and I mean, like, Yuki has been, very impressive as a rookie. Like, they're not... I know we've talked about it many times, but what just happened? Wait, did Gasly go into the pits? I think Pierre pitted, yeah.
Yeah, he did. Second stop of the race.
So, I guess this is where the two-stop strategy comes in. So, probably threw some a new set of mediums or set of soft tires on there. I'm not sure. Let's see what they say here on... Actually, it looks like he may have thrown a new set of hard tires on.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, he does still have, 24 laps to go?
Yeah, and so, I mean, I guess you want to just have, some really fresh, tires that are rubbered in and warm for the last little stretch there.
Gio just got forced off, or Charles just got forced off again by Sergio. God, he's being too racy. He's forcing me off the track. God, he won't let me past him. Jeez. God, he's racing me so hard. Who is this guy?
Leclerc and Sergio are gonna fucking throw hands after this race.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that little move by Sergio to keep his car on the track.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Sergio's doing anything wrong in those instances. I don't think Lando did anything wrong at the beginning of the race. I think that's a racing incident.
I agree. And if you give them a little bit of a wider track, it wouldn't be an incident, and they would just get to race each other.
Hold on.
Oh, is that what they're saying? Yeah. Yeah. And then it's actually safer and creates a racier environment. Damn, I'm learning about this F1, dude. I'm getting there. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Oh no! Did you just hear those team radios?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So for our listeners, team radios. Mercedes came on the radio with Bottas, told him not to race Hamilton. That Hamilton has some damage, which then McLaren immediately jumped onto the radio with Lando to tell him that Lewis has some damage, but that Valtteri is told not to pass. So that's probably going to back it up. And, Lewis just taking some
bunch of vibrations.
Yeah, real bumpy path there.
Holy shit. Off-roading Mercedes.
Seriously.
Holy gosh.
Threw that bitch into four-wheel drive.
There you go.
But Lando's been gaining on Valtteri. Lewis doesn't think his tires are going to last till the end of the race. Sainz finally comes into the pits, gets the mediums on there.
Does he lose out to? Yeah, he loses out to that whole train.
Yuki is coming around. Yuki might get him.
Close.
It's going to be real close.
Oh, he's beaming. He's beaming.
Yuki.
It looked like he fishtailed a little bit. He got him though.
Yeah. Black and white flag shown to Mazepin for track limits. So if he continues to do that, he will get a penalty as well.
That's so crazy. How are you in 19th, going out of the track limits? Are you really driving that hard?
I don't know, man.
Are you, can you really be driving that hard?
Could not tell you.
I don't know, dude.
Yuki just got passed back by Sainz, though, so little bummer. But Sainz has the yellow tires,
much fresher tires, the virginal tires.
But they're just not warmed up at all, which is I'm surprised he got past him on this lap.
He's got to warm that tubber, baby.
Lewis is just he's gonna have a tough time. He
says you're not sure what to believe.
He should be staying off the curbs, I think.
Well, that's what they told him fucking 30 laps ago.
Yeah. Oh, and they just decided to let Valtteri race Lewis.
Right.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
I know. We'll find out.
So Valtteri was told he can race Lewis again. And
well, yeah, because they were like, oh shit, no, Lando, get away.
Well, Lewis was like, are we really racing this? And now
really racing what, bro? Yes, you are in a car race.
Oh no, he's like, are we really gonna have my teammate challenging me? It was, I think, the gist of that radio conversation. Apparently he did not hear much back from the pit wall on it.
That's so... What a little weenie, bro. Yes, the other guy in the race who's behind you is going to race you, Lewis.
Well, they told him not to for a bit because Lewis had damage. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, but now he's like, oh my god, this guy. What a great racer, Valtteri. That's what he's going to say next.
No, he's not passing him. This is going to be interesting. Valtteri's making his best case for that seat, but
they literally just said we're going to invert the cars.
Wait, did they just give Checo another penalty?
Of course they did.
I think Checo just got a second time penalty. So we got 10 seconds now for Checo, so that would push him back very close to Sainz in P8. He would be real close there.
Lando's about to come and eat both of them.
Lando's going after him. He's been gaining, and he's got the DRS. He's been cutting time out of it every lap. So they let Valtteri through, but Lando...
That's so funny.
Lando with the DRS. I think Lando... Oh, Seb Vettel with the... Wait, what?
And then Valtteri took it.
That was weird.
Right back.
Oh, there goes Lando on Lewis on the outside. Gets past him. Oh, Lando. Lando wants it.
Dun. He's getting there.
Smells blood in the water. He's going after him like a shark attack. Be careful, Lando. Oh, switch it around. It's not Hamilton, it's Bottas. Let's go, Lando. Oh, wait, it was Hamilton.
Damn.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, they flipped him.
I thought he had already gotten past Lewis. That was my mistake. So Lando, about a second and a half back from Valtteri right now. He is...
Dude, and that's
right
with that 5-second stop and go penalty.
Yeah.
He was literally stood on the pit lane.
Well, and this is what I was curious about. I didn't know if they were going to have the pace. Lewis does get a free stop here, though. So we'll see. Interesting to throw the hard tires on with 17 laps left.
5 seconds to Lance Stroll.
Speeding
2.8 for Lewis.
Yeah. Who is that coming around? No,
dude, these short tracks are so funny, man.
It's wild.
Is that a back marker?
Yeah, that's one of the Haas cars.
Gotcha. Damn, bro.
So Lewis able to hold on to P4. Man, Lando really made a nice move there on the inside.
Yeah, he did.
Getting past Lewis.
Yeah, he did.
Lando up there in the points, or in the podium positions, not just the points.
Knock Lewis out of it. Dude, the point swing. The point swing for Max. He gets to spread that lead, yeah.
Yeah, I think, McLaren's telling Lando that he can get Bottas. I think he has a shot at him.
Oh, he really does.
If he could climb his way back up to P2, that would be awesome. After the penalty, after all, like...
Yeah, like what an insane race from Lando.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he doesn't get Valtteri, even if he just sticks close to him for the rest of the race, like it's still a great drive from Lando.
Oh, 100%.
And then, even more if he gets past Valtteri.
So I'm going to be going to f1.com/vote and throw in a vote for Charles Leclerc for driver of the day.
Oh, hell yeah. I like that. He's my driver of the day.
Am I an asshole? Maybe.
The vote closes in 15 laps, Aaron.
Wait.
What?
There's Lando. I couldn't find him.
Oh, I thought you were voting for Charles.
Oh, shit. They were right next to each other on the...
Shit.
My bad. Maybe
That's
next
all right.
time.
You tried. Damn, so everybody's lapped past Gasly, or past Sainz. Everybody's lapped.
Yep. Kind of wild.
Well,
These short tracks
I mean,
are like
yeah.
yeah. Oh, and Lewis goes and puts out a fastest lap there.
He's angry now. The wild Brit is coming out at him. You can feel the rage bar filling.
Sainz just took it, and Yuki gets a time penalty. They are just like, they're fucking Oprah with these time penalties out here. You get a penalty.
You get 5 seconds. You get 5 seconds. Oh, sorry, I took your joke.
No, you joined in on it. Like, it's fucking...
Everybody knows the Oprah meme, the fucking...
Oh, yeah.
The my favorite things.
Yuki coming through and crossing the white lines on the pit entry.
What a crazy fucking episode, man. And she goes, and she's like, and you know how I like to spend my free time? Playing Gears of War 4 with my family. Look on your face, it's an Xbox. Everybody goes wild.
I just love using the chainsaw in Gears of War to chop my enemies into pieces.
Dude, I bet Oprah was the biggest abuser of host chainsaw or host shotgun or whatever the fuck it was. Well, I mean, you just
host bias, yeah.
Yeah, host bias.
Yeah.
Yo, Oprah with the lag switch. Oprah with her foot on the lag switch, like, yeah, pussy. Just fucking like.
Oh, what happened? What happened to your internet? What happened to your internet? Just making kids rage quit. Like 10-year-olds. They're just like, Oprah! Oh, man, Leclerc trying to get past Ricardo.
Oh, that's so funny. How did they not touch there? Oh,
Whoa.
now my face itches.
I mean, when it's Leclerc driving out here today, you just always expect someone to bump into him. He's just putting himself in that spot.
I mean, I'm glad it hasn't resulted in like an incident, like anybody going out.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. It's just still a little frustrating, but
Yeah, I agree.
it's fine. And Max has just put in a fastest lap the last 3 laps. Each lap, like, he got beat out by Sainz and Hamilton, and Max is like, oh, we're doing this? Okay.
Well, he's probably done a great job conserving his tires up until this point.
Yeah, I mean, closest person is 26 seconds back, and that's Bottas, who hasn't even gone for a second pit stop. Like, Max is just out there, just
Is
way
that a pit
out.
stop in hand? 26 seconds? Not quite. What do they need?
It is. It's like 22 or 23, but I don't see them doing it. Because, like, while he has the fastest lap and everything, it just doesn't make sense to send him.
But what about, like, does he have to worry about the tires? Do you think the hards will be able to...
Oh,
I think
he'll...
Okay.
I mean, it'll be tough on the fastest lap, but the fact that he keeps bringing down his times each lap, I feel like he's not in a bad spot.
Right. Okay.
Because he can kind of chill for a little bit and then just, like, try and gun it at the end if he needs. Sergio's made a little bit of a gap between him and...
I like that he's made it all the way back up to P5. Like, that's great.
Yeah, but he's got the 10 seconds of time penalties still. So right now he would bump down just below Sainz. So he would end up P8 with those 10 seconds. Which is rough. Max coming around.
Yeah, it is so shitty because arguably he hasn't been driving well if he's been, quote-unquote, forcing people off the track. But I think he's had a great drive.
Yeah, I just don't think that... Oh, they are boxing, Max. Yep. Guarantee that fastest lap. Do we see him on mediums or softs?
I imagine he's going to go mediums. I don't know. He only has 11 laps to go.
Hards. I don't get it.
2.2. Good stop.
Very good stop. But yeah, 21.
Maintain the lead. Yeah, no reason to push it.
Yep.
I'm curious if there's something in their mind about Baku.
Yeah, I think so. I think you don't want to put yourself at risk especially when you have that gap. He still came out set with 7 seconds on Valtteri.
Yeah, dude, and especially because like he did nothing wrong at that Baku race, and it just like popped.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
Ooh, Russell in the points right now.
Nice P10.
He's got Alonso right on him.
Alonso went for it. Oh.
Yeah. Just a little wide. But I feel like we'll see.
He actually like stuck to him. I thought he was going to lose a lot of pace there, the way he went off the line.
No, Alonso, he's getting racy with it.
He looks really confident in those racing moments, which is like super impressive.
Oh, absolutely. I just I like Fernando, but man, I would love to see George hold on and get his first points with Williams. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for here as well.
Yeah. No hate to Alonso. Just George is right there. He's right there.
just
Ooh.
listen to the.
I love it. So Red Bull came on the radio with Max, and they said Max is like, "Can I go for a faster lap?" Even though he has the fastest lap right now, they're like, "Yeah, mode 2. We'll turn the engine up a little bit. Don't abuse
So
the
cool.
tires."
Well, I think that's the privilege you're afforded if you get, you preserve your fuel a little bit, you preserve your
Right.
tires a little bit, like you have some left in the tank for the end of the race. Yeah, he keeps dropping the fastest lap time on well, they're new nonetheless, but hard tires.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, he's
tough.
killing it.
Alonso had to let Max through because of the blue flags, but then
Right.
he loses that time that he was making up on George. Lando 1.3 back from Valtteri at the top there.
Do you think what is that, 8 laps? Do you think 8 laps is enough?
I would have to see how much he's cutting out of the time from Valtteri, but I think he has a shot. He's gonna have to really put down some time. Yeah, a little DRS train off the leader out after getting lapped. You get DRS.
To be a pretty funny advantage, honestly.
Oh, it's so weird. Like, or the driver who's in first as they're coming up on the back markers getting DRS on those guys. It's like It's such a weird concept, but Lando leading the driver of the day standings with Kimi Räikkönen in second.
Interesting. What's he doing so well? P12.
He just took 2 seconds off of Räikkönen that last lap. Took 2 seconds off Alonso and Russell.
Oh wow.
I mean, granted, they were dealing with Max slapping them, but still.
Mm-hmm. Well, it just shows that he was able to capitalize. He was moving real quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He just took another half second out of Alonso. Holy cow, Kimi is coming in hot.
Up into the points.
He might. He is taking little chips out of that time. 6 laps to go. We'll see.
Norris gets some time on Valtteri again.
Say that again with Lando.
It seems like Lando's still cutting out time of Valtteri. And did you hear that radio message? There's a cut on the back right tire.
Yeah, so was that on his old set?
Oh, I don't know.
Man, Russell is... They are really fighting for that last points place.
Russell's gonna let it go lightly if he can.
Yeah, no, he is fighting tooth and nail for that position. I love it.
I really like the picture-in-picture that they have there on the side. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Sainz getting past Leclerc there. So what are we looking at? Checo right now, if he can put a little more time or get a little quicker, he might end up ahead of Leclerc. He is like almost exactly 10 seconds ahead of Leclerc right now. It's like 10.2 seconds.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, and that's actually like a pretty significant points difference there.
yeah. Oh. Yeah, that would be interesting. He forces Leclerc off according to the FIA twice and then ends up ahead of him still.
Yeah. Yeah, like what's Leclerc doing? Who's Robert Kubica today? Is he racing anywhere currently?
Robert Kubica, he is the reserve driver for Alfa Romeo, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or let's see. Um, duh, duh, duh.
Dude, Alonso is coming in on him hot.
What is Kubica?
Fucking stay in there, Russell. Damn.
He's still racing, it looks like, but I'm not sure. I think he's still the Alfa Romeo reserve driver.
Gotcha.
But he is an interesting one because he came back from like a really, really bad injury from a car crash and got back into racing. He's like he's a little bit older.
Okay.
He's
well, I
36.
knew that. Okay.
So. Yeah, so he is, or at least as of last year. Kimmy's pissed.
It's so funny how his tone comes down. He starts so high. It's so funny.
Yeah. He
Why the fuck don't you tell me?
Yeah, I love it. He's so quiet, but then when he's angry, it just comes out strong. I love it.
So good. Oh no. That Williams member praying.
George just couldn't quite hang on.
No. He's a little noodle.
Alonso really had him under pressure for so long. It just,
yeah, he did.
It was,
and eventually that pace is always going to catch up, right? Because you're moving faster than they are, even though you're behind them. Mm-hmm. You're moving faster than they are.
Yeah,
that's so it's a weird concept to think of.
It's just
if you're a little smooth brain like me.
Ooh, Sergio is running down Lewis. Let's see. And Sergio now has 11 seconds on Leclerc. So even with the penalties, he will
end up between
the two Ferraris right now.
Nice.
So
couple laps to go here.
Yep, 2 laps to go. We are on lap 69. Nice. Ricardo holding off Sainz for P6. Wait.
What?
Did they... It sounds like they just said that Perez only has a 5-second penalty. Because they were talking about Ricardo staying within 5 seconds of Sergio. But...
Sure, I can't hear him too well, honestly, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. It's just weird because I was under the impression that he had 2 5-second penalties. I thought that's what came up on the screen, at least.
That's what I thought I saw too. I'm curious if it was 2 different blips of reinvent, not making the decision, and the other one was their decision. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like it was 2 blips that came up.
Kimmy right on the tail of George.
Jeez, you don't gotta be doing that, Kimmy. Oh, it looked like he picked something up on his tire.
Yeah, possibly
he hit him with his wing.
Yeah, a little bit of contact.
Come on, Kimmy.
Kimmy's just trying to run down that point.
I know.
But Alonso is too far out there. So. Let's see. Sainz on Ricardo.
That's a close move. I don't think he's got the space, though. Oh, he does.
Squeezes through.
Damn.
So I think Sergio is keeping the position. If there's only a 5-second penalty, like Sergio has like 9 seconds on signs right now. Max, pole position, led every lap, coming around for the last couple turns, yellow flag.
He wasn't even in danger at all.
Back-to-back races of
So clean.
just pole, leading every lap, win the race. You love
So
to see it.
clean.
Look at all that orange smoke in the crowd.
That's awesome. It is kind of funny that it's orange, though.
And P3 for Lando, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Podium
well
for
done.
Lando. You love it. Third podium this year. Third place this year.
Well done,
Oh.
man. Valtteri P2, Lewis out of the podium.
Yeah. Lewis
Crazy.
wasn't interviewed after qualies because he was P4. Not interviewed at the end of the race either. Well, I mean, he'll get his like paddock interview, but not a podium place. Oh, I love it. Max's.
Fastest lap race win. That's like a perfect weekend almost.
And so now that is stretching the gap for Mercedes not having won 5 races in a row. 5 in a row now.
The
That
year
is-
of the bull.
It seriously is. It's wow.
Great race, honestly. That was really fun. That was exciting.
There was a lot of like good action during that race.
I agree.
And that is now 3 races in a row that Max has won.
Hat trick.
I think. Or wait, hold on. Sorry, I was not.
Ooh. That was right on the final lap. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Is that Seb?
was
Oh, come on, man. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Man. He just... Ugh. That wasn't cool, Kimmy.
No, I think that was Giovinazzi
Oh.
at the back. Because that was... Yeah, that... If... That would have been Max's fifth win in a row if he hadn't crashed out at Azerbaijan.
But that's 5 Red Bull wins in a row, though.
5 Red Bull wins in a row.
Right. Yeah, oh, so crazy.
The Lion. That is a different helmet, though.
Yeah, I think they change it up all the time.
Yeah.
These guys have oodles of cash.
He usually had like a gold lion on top, like a shiny gold.
Right. Fuck, man, that's awesome.
Max looking for the homies. There we go. You love to see it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brought us to the end of the race, and we have an interesting podium. A lot of stuff to talk about this next week. But we have a Max Valtteri Lando podium with Lewis coming home in P4. So
Big weekend for Red Bull. Not that great of a weekend for Mercedes. Obviously, Valtteri on the podium. Good weekend for him. Good race day for him. Obviously, Lewis isn't going to be too happy. Shout out Lando. Great race from him. Caught a few bumps, but made it all the way back up. So that was pretty cool.
yeah, he has to be. I really think Lando. Yep, driver of the day, 42% of the vote.
Yeah, man, he killed it.
Final position, so I guess Sergio only did have 5 seconds, so he only got bumped down 1 spot to Carlos Sainz. So Sainz up in P5. Ricardo bringing it home P7, really solid race from him. He looked good.
Recently, so that's Always good to see.
Yeah, especially starting pretty low. Lando jumping into the arms of his team there. That's awesome.
Hell
to see.
yeah. Hell yeah. Back pats. Everybody loves them.
I guess that was Kimmy that.
Smacking that ass, dude. She's like, yeah.
I guess it might have been Kimmy that bumped Vettel. I don't know how Kimmy dropped down to 16th from being all the way up in, what was he in, like 11th?
That's what I thought anyway.
That's
Yeah,
so weird.
we'll have to get the replay or whatever.
Yeah.
There we go. That's Zach Brown saying, "Make me that money, baby."
Bring that cheddar.
That cheddar cheese, man. That was so good.
Yeah. But that brings us to the end of another race companion, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a fun race. A lot to talk about, like I said, this week on the pod. Justin, you want to take us out of here?
That has been another tall and short of it race companion. We will see you guys on the next one. Peace out, everybody.
Later, guys.